What gets you mad? Politics? Your family? Watching the New York Jets lose game after game, season after season, drafting failed quarterback after failed quarterback, changing almost nothing, thinking that that'll fix things? Whatever it is, I want to know what gets you pissed. For me, it's getting piss on my leg. I stumbled across this video called "Scientists Have Found the Perfect Urinal Shape." I think urinals have been crafted no matter where you pee. They're designed to reflect back onto your shins. That's my theory. Have we fixed it? Is there some new urinal that I don't know about that everyone's using these fake ass urinals? Let's find out.
Science can help solve some of the world's most important problems. And what could be more important than keeping pee off your shoes?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Or my shins. I get more of my shins than my shoes. Shoes I don't care about. Shins, it just feels wet. And you know it's urine too.
Keeping restrooms clean and safe could all come down to the science of the shape of the thing you pee.
Dude, there's nothing worse than walking into a bathroom and your shoes are just sticking to the floor, just every step, and it's worse just caked up standing next to the urinal. And when you leave, somehow it hardens when you walk away. Just sorry, that was gross.
So let's take a look at the science of urinals and how folks are trying to make them better.
I don't think they are.
Let's establish a couple facts. Fact number one, urinals aren't sterile. Surprise.
Okay, hot take. I would put urinal design above cancer. I'll say it. I'll say not above cancer. No, that's too far. I would put it above. I would rather have a urinal that doesn't get piss on my legs than the cure to the cold.
Urinals are like frat houses for bacteria. You probably don't need a scientist to tell you that, but in case you do, research has confirmed what we've always suspected, that the spaces under and between urinals host a plethora of bacteria from a diverse range of species, from Corynebacteria to Rickettsia to good old Staphylococcus.
Staphylococcus, am I right? Gross. Yo, that's cool. I would get piss everywhere. I'd get piss everywhere. So are you supposed to aim for the walls or aim for the pads?
Even the most practiced peer can't hit the bowl every time. Anyone who has had the great pleasure of relieving themselves near a urinal won't need to refer to the scientific data backing up this assessment. But in case you're curious about volume, someone did crunch those numbers. In the United States alone, the total amount of urine overflow from our nation's 56 million urinals,
1 million liters of pee?
roughly 1 million liters a day. That's a lot of wayward pee and a lot of habitat for bacteria. Gross, stinky urinals may seem like one of those immutable fixtures of human civilization, but it is possible to build a better urinal, and people are trying. Most efforts center around a few important variables and how they can affect a urinal.
See, I feel like you can't do an arc because arcs are designed, or a semisphere, because they're designed to reflect back. So you need to create some sort of jagged thing that no matter where you hit, it hits that and bounces left or right. But then maybe it would hit two walls and shoot back at you. I don't know. Some sort of dampening wall. Just get rid of urinals, honestly. Just a giant vacuum. You stick your vacuum, just
Splash and stink potential. First, the shape of the bowl. Second, fluid dynamics, or if you like, the penis to urinal angle. And finally, encouraging the penis owner to actually take care about whether the urine ends up in the urinal. Some urinal designers think adding a target will...
Honestly, that's not a bad idea. A wall is probably better than a urinal in terms of not getting pee on you.
help with variable number 3. Urinal designers in Japan did this with cute ladybug-shaped targets. Why they picked ladybugs and not bullseyes is...
Here's what they do. How do you get people from stop missing their pee? You get a sticker that you put on the urinal that changes color with temperature. So as people pee on it, it changes color. You could draw on it and designs on it. It's fun to draw on it and not miss it.
In the Netherlands, a similar design involves peeing on flies, which do seem somewhat more deserving than ladybugs. This supposedly reduces spillage by 80%, but
Because the problem is you want something that's fun and interactive and not just a thing, right? Because yeah, I can piss on the fly, but then I'm also tempted to now, whoa, where else can I hit? Whoa, I'm over here, take some steps back. Whoa, trick shot. I think it's more dangerous.
couldn't find a source for that number. We can agree that it probably does help at least a little. Some urinals are outfitted with a working soccer game. Just take aim and push the little ball into the goal with your pee stream. Some urinals
Gambling. Here's what we do. You know that star shootout game at the carnival? You do that, but with piss. And you have to color in all the star. And if you win, then the bathroom attendant gives you a free mint.
Even play music when you pee on them, which is just kind of an odd time to get rickrolled. Still, other entrepreneurial designers have created urinals that play ads when you pee on them, because no corner of the world should be free of advertising, even the one where you urinate.
If I'm getting an ad while I piss, I think out of spite, I'm pissing on the floor. I'm pissing on the floor.
I would never use that bathroom again. For those who have nothing against flies or ladybugs, there are also bowls that look like mouths. Ideally, mouths deemed worthy of being peed in, such as diabolical circus clowns or your least favorite politician. There are also flowers, religious figures, lips. It seems like urinal art is its own bizarre little subculture. Most of these novel shapes aren't scientifically designed and tested, but there is some effort within the scientific community to design better urinal shapes based on fluid dynamics. In other words, how does pee flow, and how can that knowledge be leveraged to build a splash-free urinal? In a 2025 study, scientists compared urinal shapes to determine...
See, the cornucopia makes the most sense to me because it seems like there's no way for it to bounce back. The contemporary commercial one fucking sucks. LaFonte, you know that shit sucks. The Nautilus, that's going straight shins. Straight shins. The only one I would pee in is a cornucopia if I had the choice.
Determine which ones resulted in less splashback. Not with real pee, though. Instead, they approximated the flow of human urine with a jet of dyed water from, and I quote, an anatomically accurate nozzle. So basically,
imagine being the guy who's got to make a penis-shaped hose. Your boss walks over. Johnson, what are you doing? Nothing, sir, nothing.
Wee-wee shaped squirt gun. They aimed their anatomically accurate nozzle at one of 4 different shaped urinals. Then they soaked up the spilled water with paper towels and weighed the paper towels to compare splash volume. They found that splashback is prevented when the stream hits a rigid surface at or below an angle of 30 degrees. For standing users, the winning design was named cornucopia.
Yup. Knew that shit, obviously.
After its vague resemblance to a Thanksgiving decoration. I don't see it personally, but whatever. Some scientists have proposed more high-tech solutions for other urinal-related problems, like clogging and stink. In a 2019 study, researchers tested a system to help control the...
I've never had a problem with stink in my urinal. People just don't be shitting in my urinals. What can I say? I got those shit in the urinals.
...process of urea hydrolysis. That's the chemical reaction that breaks down urea, the major waste product in urine, into ammonia and carbon dioxide. Interested in urinals that don't use water to flush, which have the potential to improve wastewater quality. The system they tested contains pH and conductivity sensors that signal the release of acetic acid when pH reaches a certain threshold. The acid inhibits urea hydrolysis, thus reducing the yuck and stink levels in the urinal. Unfortunately, the biggest variable in modern urinal design is the one nobody can really control. A person has to actually care about whether or not their pee goes where it's supposed to. Not everyone bothers to aim for the fly, which means we've got to ask for just a little bit more effort. Oh, and while you're at it, wash your hands.
There was no perfect design. Where was the perfect design? Please, somebody give me a perfect design. If anybody knows anyone who's working on a design of a urinal, please work faster and please get into every single men's bathroom everywhere, even women's bathroom. If we get a good urinal, I think a perfect urinal should be able to work in men's and women's bathroom. I think it would be awesome. Please, for the love of God, please. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Thank you, SciShow, for letting us watch that.